I don't know, what do you think, guys? Post in the comments below. How are you getting on with the version 3.1, or have you stuck with the version 2? It's an interesting one, isn't it? But we've got a couple of extra features on the 3.1 which I'll talk about right now. Let's have a look at these features on the 3.1. So if we go menu, discrimination, expert, full tones, expert, and then just keep scrolling down past all the tone breaks, and you've got ground iron break. Now minus 6.4, that is the lowest we can go. That is introducing a lot of buzz to the target. For example, when you get a deep target, it tends to have a little bit of ground buzz with it. Now if you raise that up a little bit, you start to chop out that buzz, so the signal becomes cleaner. And you can see at the top there, that bar's greying out as we're raising up this ground break adjustment. It's very much like a silencer for the ground, I guess. So let's have a little walk around with it on minus 6.4, and then we can take it up to 0. Now 0 at 0.0, I think it is, that eliminates a lot of that carrier to the buzz, so you just get the cleaner signal. So I'll show you. 0.00. Hear what that's done? It's taken a lot of the buzz out of it. Not so much iron buzz, but ground buzz. So it's giving you a much quieter operation. See, still getting the iron. Let's take it down to the lower end again. There we go. Just raise it up again. So you've got to find your happy place with this. For me, the jaw is out, 0.0. See, this is a form of filtering, isn't it? And I'm not a massive fan of filtering the signals too much, because when you want to find those tiny little targets amongst nails, you want it as open as possible. But I can understand why you'd want to take the buzz out of the targets if you're looking for deep stuff, really. But the downside of this, if it takes the buzz out, you may dig a little bit of unwanted iron thinking they're good targets. Like that one. So here we go, we're on 0. Quite a clean target, isn't it? So let's drop it down to minus 6.4 again. Can you notice any difference? Well, it's round and it is a coin. I don't know what that is. I think is it a jeton? Do you know what? I think that even could be a really nice Roman coin. Can you believe that? A Roman coin. Okay, let's get back on with the job. And the other adjustment is the silencer. Now the silencer goes all the way down to -3. Very similar in principle to this ground break feature. Silencer, it eliminates the crackles from small nails. So at -3, it's pretty much open and you'll get a lot of crackling from the nails, a lot of information. And as you introduce a silencer, it starts to stabilize the operation by nulling out that crackle. Some machines call it a stabilizer, but this is a silencer. So that's all that does. That gives you an extra working range all the way down from to -3 for those really difficult sight conditions, but you will need nerves of steel to use -3. Okay, so let's go to disc, expert, let's scroll down all the way to the ground brake feature, and we do minus 6.4, minus 3 on the silencer. So we've got some real serious settings here. I wonder what it's going to sound like. There's the cracking from the iron, cracking spikes. Went too far. Here we go. Oh, wish you could go back on this menu. Right, minus 3. Let's go up to 4. Pretty much dealt with it, hasn't it? Minus 3. So I think it defaults at about 0, doesn't it? Minus 3 is quite usable, and this, as you can hear, has got some serious iron. Well, if this video's brought you any value or entertainment, why not just like, subscribe, make a little comment. I'd really be honoured. And I will see you in the field on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.